So this is a question that appeared on JEE Advanced 2018. The question is from trigonometry. Basically, we are given an equation in sin x and cos x, and it is said that the equation has two distinct real roots which satisfy this condition, and we have to find out the value of b by a. Let's go ahead and solve the question. But before going through the solution, I'd strongly recommend you to pause the video and then try it out first. Okay, so we are given an equation root 3a cos x plus 2b sin x is equals to c, and x belongs to minus pi by 2 and pi by 2 closed interval. So it has two distinct roots, alpha and beta. Okay, so alpha is the root of this equation, so let us substitute alpha and beta into the equations. Root 3a cos alpha plus 2b sin alpha is equals to c, and similarly root 3a cos beta plus 2b sin beta is equals to c. Subtract these equations. So this will be root 3a times cos alpha minus cos beta plus 2b times sin alpha minus sin beta is equals to 0. Now root 3a, so apply the formula of cos c minus cos d here. That will be 2 sin c plus d by 2 and sin c minus d by 2. So is this correct? This will be with a minus sign. So minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 sin c minus d by 2 plus 2b times sin c minus sin d, 2 cos c plus d by 2 and sin c minus d by 2. So this whole thing is equals to 0. So sin alpha minus beta by 2 is common here. Sin alpha minus beta by 2 is common. So minus 2 root 3 a sin alpha plus beta by 2. Alpha plus beta is pi by 3. This is given in the question. So alpha plus beta by 2 is pi by 6 and sin pi by 6 is half, plus 4b, and similarly cos pi by 6 is root 3 by 2. This is equals to 0. Sin alpha minus beta by 2 minus root 3a plus 2b root 3 is equals to 0. Now consider this quantity. So it is given that x lies between closed interval minus pi by 2 to closed pi by 2. So alpha and beta lies between these two values. Now alpha minus beta, okay, so alpha minus pi by 2 less than or equals to alpha less than or equals to pi by 2, and minus pi by 2 less than or equals to minus beta less than or equals to pi by 2. If we then add these two, so alpha minus beta by 2 lies between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. If you add these two up, so this will be alpha minus beta, this will be minus pi, this will be plus pi. So divide that by 2, so minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. So alpha minus beta by 2 lies between pi by 2, minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. So minus pi by 2, this is minus pi by 2 if you take the sine graph, and this is pi by 2. And this quantity becomes 0 only when alpha minus beta by 2 is equal to 0, only here. this implies that alpha is equals to beta. But in the question it is given that alpha and beta are distinct real roots. So alpha not equals to beta. So this quantity is always non-zero. So for this equation to be valid, this quantity has to become 0. So minus root 3a plus 2b root 3 is equals to 0. Take root 3a to that side. 2b root 3 is equals to root 3a. Root 3 gets cancelled. b by a is equals to 1 by 2. So this is the value of b by a.